So we thought, welcome back.
Hey, welcome back.
I got ahead of myself. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us for Coffee and One Thing. Yes, Scott, thank you for the reminder.
I want to hear you sing again. You didn't sing on the last one.
Coffee and One Thing with Team Beery. Today we're going to be talking about some crazy things we've seen in properties or crazy things that have come up on home inspections. And our coffee this month is the classic Folgers. Best part of waking
There it
up
is.
is Folgers in your cup.
None of
Just
us
for
are going
you,
to sing
Scott.
either.
Just for you.
That is just him. That's just her. That's all about her.
So, go ahead and tell us your crazy story, Scott. What came up on your home inspection?
Well, I don't want to steal your thunder because that was your home inspection.
Okay.
I'm okay?
You helped me with it. Go ahead.
So it was called out that there was something, the air handler wasn't properly secured. That was all they said. And they had a picture, but we couldn't tell what it was. So somebody needed to go in the attic, and I went in there, and we found that the air handler was held up by a step stool. It was still strapped, so it was secured correctly, but they held it up with a step stool before they strapped it.
Just
And then
in case.
Just in case.
Left the
Just
step
in
They
case.
stool in the
just
attic.
left the step stool right there.
You might need it. I mean, yeah.
But we did confirm. We did
Fair enough.
confirm that it was secured properly. For whatever reason,
home inspector
the
didn't
inspector
think
he
it
didn't
was.
see that. He
Yeah.
just saw the step stool.
Kind of freaked him out,
Right.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and this is the thing I always tell people, people do things, they can justify anything. So what you find, people
Confirm.
go, can you believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do believe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here's what I saw. And this is not really something somebody's done, but it was actually a real thing, and my buyer freaked out pretty bad. So we were out in kind of the Gold Canyon area, and
Deserty.
yeah. So natural landscaping type of thing, and the home inspector's doing his thing. The buyers are super excited. We're looking at all the different parts of the house, and the next thing you know, I said, well, let's go outside and go check out the outside. And for whatever reason, I decided to look down, and there's a rat alert at the threshold.
Oh.
So I just closed the door very slowly and said, I guess we're not going to be looking outside for a while.
Yeah.
Did they buy the house?
So they did buy the house,
Okay.
but they were very apprehensive. I mean, it took them some time to work
if you
through
come
that.
from another state.
And that's exactly what they were coming
They're
from. another
indigenous.
state.
I mean, I'm feeling the EBGBs, and it's not me or my house, or I'm not buying it.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was definitely, but you're in the desert. You got to remember there's critters out here. So
Yep.
yeah.
How about you?
Well, I've seen some funky plumbing repairs.
Oh yeah.
Because I know that there may be things that aren't technically not code, but there's like this gray area. So plumbing repairs, have you seen the pipe? So it's always sometimes hard if you're refitting a sink, right? To make all the pipes line up.
Right.
And so when you
Drain
look under,
pipes?
yeah,
Yes.
the drain pipes.
Right.
So when you look under and they've used like corrugated,
Yes.
Oh, that gets called out all
I know
the
it gets,
time. Yeah.
and I understand why, because you think, well, stuff can get trapped,
Right.
Right.
in
Yeah.
the corrugation, and you're supposed to use a smooth pipe. But I also understand the frustration of it not lining up, and you're just
And
trying
you're like,
to get
here,
it done.
just get
You
this.
wing it,
yes.
yeah.
But I
Yeah.
have seen some really
Yes.
creative,
So
more
what-
than
yeah.
just that, but
Right. Well,
legally creative.
So I have a story about that. So,
Do you?
So we had gone through and done the home inspection. The guy calls out in the home inspection that there was wood braced around the plumbing in the kitchen, and then they poured cement in that wood to seal a leak.
Wait. Like around the drain pipe under the
around the
sink.
drain pipe, like the little P-trap. So instead of taking the P-trap out and fixing that, they literally put,
Well, it stopped the leak.
It stopped, and that's what
But concrete's porous.
I kind of called that.
So
Go
it's
through
not-
eventually.
Permanent.
It was the craziest thing. So
Are you serious?
that was another story.
I've seen one.
Gosh.
Friend of mine. We helped the home inspection, older home. Every P-trap was taken out. Every drain pipe on all the sinks had the corrugated pipe straight to the drain.
Wow.
So,
No P-traps.
No P-traps.
No P-traps.
Yeah.
Wow.
And when we first walked in the house, there was a little bit of an odor because everything was
Because
dry.
that's what.
Yeah, the P-trap is to keep the odor
P-trap
out.
is to
Yeah.
keep the sewer gas in.
Yeah, he was the seller must have been a do-it-yourselfer. And I don't think the couple was married anymore. So the lady was selling the house.
And she probably didn't.
And
have
she
it.
didn't even
But
know.
her husband
Yeah.
had fixed a lot of
And
things.
you're like, why do we always have this really strange smell in our house?
That was interesting.
You would think that would be a thing.
Wow.
Yep. Tell us about the twin toilets.
So the twin toilet. So I can't even explain what this is about. And no, it is not a bidet and a toilet.
I've seen that
For
before.
whatever reason, they felt the need that they needed to have twin toilets. So you really love somebody
If you're going to
when you're.
Well, you've heard of dueling banjos. I don't know. I don't understand. That is weird.
I can't get past that
Yeah.
one, but yeah. So those are some of the
Wow.
craziest things that we've seen doing home inspections
Yeah.
and working through.
Well, I had one not that long ago that we asked the sellers to clear out where the sub pump was because they had a bunch of storage
They had a
in that
basement.
Oh,
closet
yeah,
in the
yeah.
basement, sub pump in the basement. So they cleaned everything out for the inspection, and then on the inspection was called out a leak at the sub pump. But before we could get anybody in there to
remember
fix
this.
it, they put all the storage back in.
Storage
Instead of
closet.
moving it, they were gonna move. They just instead of leaving it out, they put it back in.
So you had to
Oh,
move
well.
that stuff 3 times.
They did. I didn't. But
to clean, because they had to fix.
they had
what-
to move it out
that had the
for the
leak.
person to fix
Yeah.
the leak.
I know we talked about this in our moving episodes when we talked about
Oh yeah.
health insurance and those kind of
Right.
things, that to be proactive as a seller, if there are things that you know are going, right, to go ahead and
Just
start
remove
packing
it.
that stuff
Yeah,
up.
Just remove it.
Yeah. It makes your life easier.
Other than a lot of folks are making the decision to sell kind of quick.
Right.
Like we have one like that right
Right.
now
Right.
where she took a job in another state and then was going to wait to sell and then decided quickly to sell. So that's a different circumstance. But this person,
But if you
they
can,
kind of knew they were selling for a long time.
But if you can, that's always.
It just makes it
always good.
easier
Yeah.
in the long run for
Right.
the
Yep.
seller.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. So, hey, if you have a crazy story of something you've seen, make sure to comment below, like, subscribe, share. We're here for you. We love sharing information. Thanks for tuning in. And always use a very good team.
Very good
Have a good day.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.